Hey Frag fam, Corbin here again from Northwest Scent. Today we're going to be covering one of my favorite new releases from the end of 2020. It's from the Renaissance collection of Amouage, and it's called Enclave. If you guys are excited about hearing about this fragrance and my opinions on it, please stay tuned. But first, let's roll that intro. Alright, welcome back. So, just starting it right off with the basics of the fragrance. The classification is an Oriental Fougere. The perfumer is Julian Rascanet, and then the launch year was 2020. And then this time we'll actually go over the full presentation because I do have the full presentation box along with the bottle. It's not a tester this time. But what they've actually done with this new set of releases, which actually includes Interlude Black Iris, is they removed the name from this little collar right here, and then they've been putting it on the bottle. So you have the name of the fragrance right here. You got the white Amouage crest. Aside from that, and then the color itself, which is a dark kind of turquoise blue greenish color, it's the same bottle shape. And then you still have the magnetic cap, which they've been doing for the last few years. Has the nice little green gemstone. So overall the presentation is really nice as far as the bottle goes, but that's pretty standard for Amouage fragrances. They've actually changed up the boxes now as well, so that they're not the podium stand boxes that slide out from the bottom, then hold the fragrance in the podium. It actually opens like a bookcase, or excuse me, a book, and then you have the bottle sitting right in here with a nice little foam cutout. And then it does seal magnetically, so it's a magnetic hold. And the box looks really nice. Overall, it's a very nice presentation, which we expect from houses like Amouage. So diving right into the smell and note breakdown. For your viewing pleasure, I will put the note breakdown right here. But as far as the smell itself and what I get from it, right from the top, I get a blast of mint. And it's a very loud and natural smelling mint. It comes across a little bit spearminty, kind of like some chewing gum, which Ross from tltg Reviews coined that. And I think it's somewhat accurate. You kind of get that chewing gum vibe, but it is a lot more natural smelling to me. Almost like candy canes, very icy, very refreshing, and very, very minty. You also get a blast of cardamom, which makes it a little bit spicy, sweet, sexy, just basically how cardamom normally comes across. And then some cinnamon, which just adds a little bit of a separate spicy nuance, makes it a little bit unique. Overall, the opening is very sweet, spicy, and minty, so it gives you kind of a refreshing sweetness and spiciness. As it dries down, the frankincense rises up just a little bit, but it's certainly not as prominent as it has been in other Amouage fragrances. Fragrances like Interlude, for example, they're very smoky and dark, Middle Eastern smelling. This one comes across just a little tamer, but it's definitely detectable. You also get a little bit of patchouli, which just adds kind of a chocolate-like smell, but that's really light as well. And you also get some resins and amber in the base, which makes it just a little bit powdery, and then again, sweet. Honestly, the fragrance does not transition a ton. You just, the mintiness kind of dies down a little bit as it does develop, but this is certainly not a transformative fragrance. For me, it is somewhat linear. You just get a little bit more of a sweetness and powderiness that comes up in the base. Overall, it's very pleasant. It gives you a slight barbershop feel. There is no oak moss, there is no lavender, so it's not your traditional barbershop because it doesn't have those ingredients in it, but it does just kind of give you that slight vibe. Overall, it's very sweet, resinous, spicy, and then minty. It is quite unique. I've never smelled anything that smells quite like this. However, it is quite a departure from the normal Amouage releases. The houses seem to have kind of been going in a little bit more of a Western direction, and that's definitely obvious with this Renaissance collection. They're kind of deviating away from how their fragrances used to be. I still think it's a great release though, and I really enjoy wearing this. As far as performance goes, this thing performs quite well. I usually get about 10 to 12 hours. I've worn it about 2 to 3 times now, and I've gotten beast mode performance each time. So definitely it's a great performer. And then it's perfect for this time of year as well, just because it is very heavy. Regardless of the mintiness and that refreshingness you get from that, it is quite sweet and heavy overall. So I definitely recommend it for winter wear. You could probably get away with it in spring and then fall as well, but I don't think this would be a great thing to wear in the summer. It's just too sweet and too loud. As far as situations when you can wear this fragrance, it is quite classy and elegant smelling, so I think definitely business formal and above is the best fit for this fragrance. I think it would be great for date nights as well, because it definitely has that wow factor. You just have to control your sprays, because you definitely don't want to overdo this if you're going out and doing something active, like going to a restaurant or a bar or something like that. So definitely watch the sprays for that situation, and probably in general. But again, it's very classy. So I think overall a very good formal situation fragrance. If this fragrance sounds interesting to you guys and you're interested in purchasing it, the retail price is $340, and that's the price on the Amouage website, as well as some of the other retailers like Selfridges, for example. It has not hit discounters yet because it is fairly new, so you're not really gonna be able to find it discounted at this time. I imagine as the months go on, the prices are gonna creep down, especially once it starts showing up at discounters, and probably hit around that $200 price range. That's just my best guess based on the price of other Amouage fragrances. But as of this video and when I'm filming this, it is still quite expensive. But again, if you are interested in buying it, you can find it for $340 US for the 100 milliliter size bottle. Well, there you guys go. That's my review of Amouage Enclave. I'm definitely impressed with this release. I think it's a great fragrance, a great addition to the house, and it's a great addition to my collection as well. I don't have anything that smells like this, so I'm really happy to have it. If you guys enjoyed this review, I would really appreciate dropping a like just to show your support, and then write a comment down below, just letting me know your thoughts, and then maybe some new video ideas. And then while you're down there doing that stuff, if you guys would subscribe and hit the bell notification, that would be great, just so you stay up to date on new videos whenever they get released going forward. But with all that out of the way, that's all I really have for you guys today, so I hope you have a good one. Stay healthy, stay wealthy, and smell great.